It starts with a moment, a split second that could be missed by anyone else, but we see it. The build-up before the action, the weight of a pause, the details that speak louder than words. We chase light, movement, and meaning, not just to document, but to create and shape how to tell stories frame by frame. Every frame is a choice, a way to say, this mattered. This is the language we know, spoken not with words, but with motion, color, and composition. As a creator myself, I know the passion behind the process. This isn't just content, it's connection.
I think like the one thing about photography that I think is pretty cool is the fact that something can look like nothing, but with a camera you can make it look like something.
This is Through Our Lens.
Tip, we are underway. Marrero, catch it, shoot three near side. Pow! Top they go around, find the open man. Marrero again. Pow! Great ball move for the
Sports is something you cannot predict what's going to happen. You never know what's going to happen next second. So you can only do your best to plan out what you can do.
Especially like going into college, I didn't think that having a side hustle or having anything that I was passionate in, like, I didn't think that photography was a job, or like I didn't think that photography was something that could change your life. But like photography kind of like changed my life.
When athletics had reached out to me and asked me if I wanted to kind of help with creating content for swim, and then also being able to like go back home and be able to like help out other small businesses, but then also like get compensated for that and it just not be like a collaboration. I think that's a moment when I felt like this could be a real thing.
It's helped with income, it's helped with opportunities. Like, I've been in places in the world that I've never even been before. If I never picked up a camera, I would have never experienced.
When I was shooting sports, I think it was a lot more like interactive with my teammates, and then also like kind of like building more community with everyone. I think sometimes like when I was in high school, like swimming was a sport that didn't get a lot of like photography coverage just because of like when the meets were, and then like it just being like a harder sport to shoot. We didn't get a lot of like photographers at our meets.
As a photographer, it's a very fulfilling ability to be able to sit behind a lens and capture things the way that you see them and then present them to an audience and they see it the exact same way that you did. So being able to capture the photo, then edit it to present them to an audience that way, that's what makes photography for me.
The most rewarding part was the reaction you got from the audience. And from just thinking of that, I will still have the motivation to keep creating.
Over the previous years, like I think that one of the reasons why my following got so big was because I had like friends like in the basketball community or just in the sports community that were like collabing with me or like tagging me for my work. And it works like extremely well in athletics because everyone knows everyone in sports. And then on the other side, like without media, you have those friends or family members that, especially like at LaSalle, we have a big overseas community. I would get a lot of DMs like, hey, like I wasn't even able to watch the game, but I was able to watch it through your page. I'm so grateful for that. And so like both sides, I think both like fueled like me and kept me going because you get those DMs that are like, hey, keep going, this is amazing work, or hey, like I love that you're filming this for my son or daughter, I really enjoy this. And so I think it works and it expands your page. Like I don't think without the athletic sense, I don't think my following would be that big.
It was a moment during just pregame of a women's soccer game, and the coach had come up to me and Peter, the grad assistant, and he was just telling us like how much he enjoyed it and how much it meant to the team.
So let's get after it. It starts with our communication, our focus. Everything else goes from there. Let's do it.
I say, better late than never, better late than never. You're better late than never.
And it just kind of just showed like how much like dedication, because there's times there were like I stay up 3-4 hours editing a video that only lasts about a minute 30 seconds, maybe even less. And then just seeing that hard work and effort pay off and it brings a smile to other people, and as well as also capturing stories in between that and like meeting new people. I think that's what makes it more rewarding.
How do I tell the story? I think that's still something I'm still learning right now, but sometimes not just about like a very good shots, but also how you tell the story too.
One of my favorite videos that I've ever done was 2 years ago when we were in the Wells Fargo Center and I got like the Colombian buzzer beater. I did photos the whole day and I switched the video for the last second and I got the video. And then being in the Wells Fargo Center, there was like thousands of fans there. So I like had to run into the back media room and I'm like just sitting there copying the video. And there was like other videographers and photographers like watching me work.
I think the creative space is very supportive. I think coming in here, I didn't really have like too many people that I knew that did the same things as me or like were in the spaces that I wanted to be. But then when I found those people, they were so supportive and showing me resources and guiding me to places where like I would have never gotten there myself.
Swimwear was something that I was just always around, and being able to like have something to express how I appreciate my culture, whether it be like through the prints that I have or maintaining like a level of like speaking Hawaiian through like my styles, my prints, and like what I name everything. And then also separating myself from my identity as a swimmer, because I always knew that, you know, in my senior year, like I was going to be done with swimming. So having something else to hang on to and being able to give something back to my community was really important to me.
It's a very welcome community. Like if you want to get in, there's a lot of people who will want to help you, willing to help you. Don't be afraid to ask. Don't be afraid to reach out, and then just do it. You know, that's the only way to get better. You have to do it to know what you cannot do.
I think I keep on coming back no matter what, just because I know I can get better every single day. I think there's times where I struggle to get out of bed and I don't want to go to a game and I'm like, oh, like I don't want to do this, but I think just knowing that I can become 1% better or try something new or there's something to take away. So I think I just try to challenge myself in that aspect of maybe meeting someone or interacting with someone, because I truly do like those aspects of it. I know I tend to reach out to some people, then ask for just like any tips or inspiration that they may have or they may be able to lend to me. That kind of helps, because then the next person, I'm able to like pass on those same guides.
Be tedious with your work. I think it works in the long run, because then when other people see my work or when I'm uploading my resume and I'm trying to choose what better photos to upload on my resume, I have a plethora of them, because it's like, okay, like I spent my time, I spent my dedication with those photos and it all works out better.
As long as you have confidence and trust in yourself that you can bring your vision to life, you'll be just fine. It resonates with everybody differently, and you have to be open to that. Whereas you might not have the trust in it. Sometimes you just have to trust that wherever it lands, it lands. What matters is you shared it, you put it out there.
I don't think I have like the best top of the top line equipment, and I think I've been able to create some pretty compelling art and visuals and put together a compelling story using what I have. And I think that's really important in the creative space, is using what you have and not dwelling on what you don't have. There's often times where I think about, oh, it's not gonna get views or it's not gonna do well. So I think instead of getting wrapped up in those thoughts of negativity, I think it's just better to just do and just create rather than let those ideas and let those thoughts fester in your mind.
If you don't have like a really strong foundation and love for it, then you're gonna burn out and it's not gonna be very fun. But I think if you have love through it when you're doing it, then it's gonna be a consistent thing that you'll be able to just like produce.
Just to always have fun with it, to be honest. There's been times where I haven't had fun with photography because I took it too seriously as a job, and I don't think that's what I signed up for, and I don't think that's what I wanted it to be. Like, photography is like always my peace of mind. Photography is like a place where like it's like you're in your own creative world. Like you can make anything look the way you want it to look. And so like I always like at times like working for somebody else, like you often try to take away the fun out of it. But it's so much better when the fun is like included in it. Like it's so much easier to work. It's so much easier to take photos. It's so much easier to get that perfect shot where you're not trying to force the perfect shot.